Hey guys, it's JauntyM back in the video, and this is a time where I think it's best to discuss a little bit about GTA 6 as well. What I'm thinking, a few of the features that I think are going to be really helpful towards the game. It's just that something that I think about most of the time, that what type of features they would have. So these are the kind of features that I don't think that are gonna make the final version of the game, but I think they would be a really good addition if they ever actually come up with the GTA 6 as well. So first and foremost is whenever I think about GTA 6, I think about all the accomplishments that I have made in GTA 5 online. What about the cash, the properties, the planes and the cars and everything? What about those? A lot of people have these things, and a lot of people don't really know what they have to do once they transition over to the new game. So are they going to lose them or not? So obviously, if we go to GTA 6, we might not be having those things. We might have to start off with as a new protagonist again. So I think Rockstar should change that. Maybe Rockstar should give people the ability to transfer their character and transfer the cash and properties or some version of it, like a small percentage that they can take over to the new game as well, so that they don't really feel left out. So they could do that, or maybe they could. What I think is that maybe they would do is they transition the GTA 5 online into a version of GTA 6 online. That could happen as well. So it's gonna be a version 2 of the game that we already have with the new maps and everything. So you might still be having some of the buildings that you owned previously in the GTA 5 online into GTA 6, but this is a far-fetched idea. I don't think it's gonna happen, but what does happen is gonna be a wonderful thing. So apart from that, the second idea comes from always waiting in line to have other players joining you, whether it's a heist or it's a contact mission. So sometimes what happens is that I'm waiting in line, I'm waiting for people to join me in the lobby, but nobody's joining because some people are doing some other things, other people are doing some other things, because there's so many different categories that you have to work with different missions. And some of the missions are popular and some of the missions are different, where a lot of people might not be willing to do those, or if somebody has done those already, they're not going to join them again. So these are the kind of things that are really difficult. So Rockstar needs to come up with a different matchmaking strategy where join other people, or for people to find other people to join them as well. So since you already have the fuel stations, this is the third idea though. Since you already have a fuel station in the game, why can't we have a fuel gauge for all the cars? Like people will have a plan, like people will have to plan their trips coming down from point A to point B. Rockstar could plan a few missions around the same concept as well. They have done that already in the previous games, where you would have a fuel meter for some of the missions, and then you'll have to manage that. Like some of the missions in GTA San Andreas are really painful, but they were fun to do as well once you did them. So those are kind of missions that could come back if you have a fuel gauge and a fuel meter as well. So rollerblades and skateboards. As a Tony Hawk once probably said, skateboards don't require gas to run. So I mean, there are a lot of places where you know you already have the area where you could do some skateboarding. So why don't you put up some more options for people to skateboard, or maybe do some extra games like we have the tennis and this version of the game. So why not we have some extra games, like add all the whole bunch of games, like maybe FIFA as well, like football. People could do that. So I think they should have some other games as well that people could play as regular players in the game as well. In the online version, that's going to be very fun as well. So the NPCs need to have more depth to their story, and what they to have a schedule that they follow, a family, and when you talk to them, you as a player tend to find out what they actually want, like a dialogue box going on as well, like a Fallout thing, Fallout 4 or Fallout 76, whatever. So that could give you some extra missions as well, like side mission. You don't really have to just jump up to a person and straight away tell you that this is what I need and you have to do it if you want to or not. There has to be a different dialogue thing going on, and then after that you find out that this is a thing that you could help the person with, and once you do that, the person can help you with the money or some other kind of benefits as well. So these are kind of things that I think would make the game a little bit more better if it happens in the GTA 6 as well. So apart from that, buying the land, I mean, we buy a lot of properties like housing, so why not just go ahead and build up your own house as well? Once you have a a piece of land or property, you could buy like a plot. Then you can build up the house. They already showed us this kind of thing in Red Dead Redemption 2, where Arthur actually went ahead and bought a property. After that, they developed the property gradually after taking a loan from the bank. So this kind of thing can be done in GTA 6 as well, where you buy the property and then after that you build on top of that as well, depending on the level that you have and depending on the money that you have. The stealth in the game is not really good, and also the hand-to-hand combat right now, I mean, it really looks like you're playing a kid's game where you don't really have, you're just punching, kicking people without any style. So I mean, GTA San Andreas did a better job with the fighting skills. And if you look at Mafia 3 or Mad Max, those kind of games, you know, the fighting skills are really good. So GTA needs to work on the fighting skills like hand-to-hand combat as well, apart from the guns. And plus, you need to work with the stealth options as well. Make the game a little bit more stealthy, not just about like shooting people with the silencers or the snipers or anything like that. So there should be an international space station where you could go and do some extra missions. Like it would be another place of the map where you could go from Earth back and forth, do some extra missions. So there could be a business or a different economy for the space station as well, some type of business that you can run, and that would be fun as well. I mean, these are kind of ideas I was thinking that you should have in GTA 6, but I don't think Rockstar is gonna ever put these kind of ideas. Maybe apart from the space station, that could be a possibility. Other things I don't think they're happening, but if they happen, it's gonna be wonderful. And these are the kind of things that people actually do talk about in online forums and Reddit. And I mean, while playing the game as well, once you discuss these ideas with other players, they say, yeah, these are really good ideas and we need to have those kind of things. So I was just thinking that these kind of things, if they implement in the game, it's gonna be wonderful. So with that, JauntyM signing out. I hope you like the ideas. If you have any other ideas that you would like to share in the comment box, do let me know so I can add them in the next video as well and talk about those as well. So with that, JauntyM signing out. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye bye.